my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that.
Wanna party with me?
Top mistress of the banging misses and videos. While I'm with my freak like we up in the freak shows. Hit you with this shit, make you feel it all in your toes. Hot shh, got all my people in red clothes. Styling my metaphors when I formulate my flows. If you don't know, you're messing with lyrical player pros like that.
Wanna party with me?
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Walk in His Ways Impact Wars podcast. I am your host, Furman Jackson Jr. We're broadcasting once again here in the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth, Texas. And I thank everybody for tuning in once again to our Saturday morning edition. We're here every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, 11 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. And once again, no further ado, I'm very excited that I had this very extraordinary young man that I met back in the first part of January. The first weekend, that was on a Saturday. He was at the 3-on-1 event. Big shout out to Miss D and her team, her staff, putting together an awesome event in the city of Dallas. And he was one of the ones who did a pitch. It was a quick pitch that he done for his business, for his vision that he's doing, that he allowed it to come a reality, went from a dream into a reality. But no further ado, I want y'all to meet the extraordinary, ambitious young man, Anthony. Thank you, sir, for taking time out of your productive schedule to come here on the platform. I'm very honored. I'm very excited, young man, to have you on, doing the very extraordinary things. I want you to give us a rundown of who you are, what have you been up to, how have you been treating the new year. I know this is January 27th. We still in the month of January. We thought it'll fly by, but it's like just real slow. But we still in the month of January. Man, so my brother, thank you once again for accepting my invitation. How you been doing? How was your week? How was your morning? What's going on with you, Ant?
Well, first and foremost, I wanted to say thank you for having me. It's a real big honor to be on this podcast. The main thing is this week has been amazing. This is my second semester, first year in college. So I have been getting in a lot of Christian groups and organizations to just to keep me based and everything. And it's been real productive. I've been reaching out to a number of different businesses and talking to them, saying about how to build their website. And what I do is I build websites and logos, and I just redesign them so they can have a great first impression online, so that when people come to them, they get to see their best foot put forward. Because I know that they want to put their best foot forward, and online shows how organized you are. So that's what I want to do. That's what I really focus in on showing their customers how organized they really are. So,
man, that's what's up. Because we know that image is everything. We know first impressions is anything. We know if you go for a job interview, the first thing they look at is your appearance. They're not real. You may know the job from point A to point Z, but it's the image, and they look at how serious. They tell how serious you are about how you walk into the room, how you conduct yourself, how you carry yourself, how you dress, how you look, and they judge you off that. So I'm with you 1,000% on that. Especially when it comes to being an entrepreneur in the business world, you want to be taken more seriously. You want your clients, you want the public to take you more seriously. And we know having your ducks in a row is very important, from your logo, website, your mission statement. All that stuff plays a role in order for you to be taken seriously in this thing. And we know we are in the world of social media. We know we are in the world of virtuality, computers, you name it, and keeping up with the times. And I know you are in that field to help clients keep up with the time. Because matter of fact, our individuals don't even carry around business cards. That's slowly passing out. Now you have those virtual type business cards now, where you could just connect you and the individuals connect your phones, and it transfers like that. So we know things are constantly evolving. And as you are in this field, your man, how do you keep yourself relevant when it comes to the term of technology? And educating people when it comes to technology, when it comes to websites, and what they need to do in order to stand out from the rest?
So the major thing is a lot of people don't understand how to use social media. So a lot of people are sharing great ideas and giving great information. But if you're really sucked into social media and just doom scrolling, then you're going to miss that valuable insight that they're pouring in. So what I do is I follow channels, a lot of channels that I look up to, and I see what they're doing. And then they might show me something that's about to blow up, or a new tactic that I want to try out, or a new skill that I need to learn to help build websites and help keep them relevant. Because from 6 months ago to now, websites, how they look, how they move, and logos, even how they look and how they move, have changed so much. And if you wasn't paying attention, you'll miss it and you'll be stuck in an old trend that isn't very appealing, and it could ultimately hurt your business a whole bunch. So staying relevant is mainly about seeing about what other people are doing, how successful they're doing with it, and how much interactions people are having with that. So you check how many people watched it, how many people liked it, how many people commented, how many people shared it. And that shows you how much they really like the product. If there's hundreds of thousands of people liking it, hundreds of thousands of people sharing it, and thousands of people commenting, that is a very well liked thing that should just be taken and put into your repertoire and used appropriately.
Right. Yeah, because we know that it plays a role, and we know learning to bring forth great content, learning from others who are doing it, and we know it does take work. There's
Right.
no shortcuts to it. Even though we have interviews out there now who will charge you a fee just to get your numbers up, just get your likes up, and and I'm the guy. I really want to do organic. I really want to put in the blood, sweat, and tears. If that makes sense, what I'm saying,
Right. Yeah.
instead of paying someone just to get my numbers up to get monetized. And we know them go around too, as
Right.
well. How can you help someone be more organic when it comes to? I don't want to take shortcuts, but I really want to put in the work. I really want to put in the time. I want to put in the grind. And we know, our wording is important. How we word our information, and we know that determines as well how successful we are. Can you explain more with that too when it comes to wording our content?
The main thing is you have to have a tone, like a tone for your channel. So if you want to be unique, you have to come with a certain tone, and that has to be your tone. So if you want to be organic and start something new, you have to be very consistent with that tone throughout your entire videos. So if you're wanting to do something about sales, well, a lot of people are doing stuff about sales, but you have to come with a different type of tone, different type of way you're speaking, different type of background, different type of lighting, and keep that consistent no matter what. And then once you get build up, then you can be more generic, but they already know you for that tone. So that if somebody else try to copy it, they'll be like, oh no, that's so and so tone. So being real organic is about finding what makes you unique. Because in a well-saturated market of social media trying to be monetized, trying to be organic, you have to figure out what makes you unique and be consistent about what makes you unique. And then other people are going to eventually appreciate that uniqueness because it's new.
Right. Yeah, I remember when they started going Facebook Live, when Facebook Live started going live some years ago. In my mind, just in my opinion, I always vision that if I go live, I want to be able to bring forth great information. I want to be able to bring forth great information that someone can go back and listen to. They can essentially sit down and relax and listen to, get some information. That's what I visualize. because I never be one of them individuals who would just go social media and we know that people put out foolish stuff, and we know people love drama. We know people love hearsay, she say, but then
Right.
you got the ones out there who's all about bringing forth great information. And we know
Mhm.
a lot of times individuals may get discouraged. They look like, oh, my numbers are not going up, or I'm not getting a lot of people to watch. And main thing is always stay consistent, but also know your target market.
Right.
And in business, they teaches you your target market. Who are you targeting
Mhm.
when it comes to your business? And I think a lot of times we want to target everybody, but if you ever go down, if they ever break it down, they always ask you, okay, who your demographic, male, female. You see this all the time, age group, gender, uh, all types of things that we forget about. Knowing your target market. And I know you build websites. What are the things you help with your clients in order for them to draw the right individuals? Do you ever mention who are they targeting? What their target market is?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's a very, very big thing because that helps me customize the website to attract that target market. So, say if they're targeting people who are over 50, so there's certain colors that I shouldn't be including, like hot neon or something, because that's going to draw the people possibly over 50 away because there's too many bright colors. But if I'm targeting a younger audience, they probably will like the flashy colors and stuff like that. So acting the target market, and if it's focused more towards females, then I will add more female-like colors into the website to make sure that it feels a lot more welcome. So knowing the target market, knowing who they want to target is a very big thing when building websites and logos. Yes, sir.
That's it. If you look at like if you like business wise, if you go to places like Starbucks,
Mm-hmm.
when you walk into Starbucks or you sit in Starbucks, what feeling did you get out of when you actually in Starbucks? Because Starbucks is more of that upscale, that draw upscale, professional, business like type
Mm-hmm.
individuals. It draws in students because you ever go to Starbucks, you have individuals who have their laptops in there. They have their iPads. They're in that atmosphere where it's more relaxed. When you come to the atmosphere, it's more steady like, and it's not easy distracted. If that makes sense what I'm saying.
Right. Yes, sir.
And so they know how to draw their type of customers.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand what you're saying is, okay, I understand what you're targeting. So let me I already got in mind what you're doing. So in order for me to draw those type of individuals in, that I can't, if I target a hardcore rowdy bunch, I can't present them with a slow, mellow
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere. They're not gonna be receptive of it because that's not what they into them. That's slow to them. But knowing who I'm targeting for the most point. And like I said, just helping the client when it comes to their website, who they're targeting, and also how do you help them gain more traffic? And we know how individuals may be struggling with getting more traffic to their websites. How do you help them? I know you build websites, but how do you help them gain more traffic to get more websites? I know there are things in place where you can see how many hits you get on
Mm-hmm.
your website.
Yes, sir. So we do have things that show you how interactive, how many people are visiting your website. But one thing that I do offer is social media integration, where I take some videos for them, shoot some videos for them. And one thing that helps us stand out as a company is that we do drone photography and videography. So we do a lot of aerial footage, and that draws people attention because they like seeing stuff up from that high perspective. So we do that. We post the videos for them. We do the hashtags, the caption, and that's also going to draw a lot more attention. So we make sure that they're putting out good camera quality, and because quality is everything. You
It
can have a
is.
great video idea, great website idea, but if the quality is poor, they're not going to like it. They're not going to buy it. So we make sure that the quality is good, the ideal is good, and then we make sure that it's executed properly to make sure that they're getting enough traction.
And that's what's up. Hey, explain to me about the drone. We know that the drones are very popular. We know a lot of businesses are using the drone. If you look on TV, they even the news. I think even the news use the drones. I think if I'm correct on that.
They use a lot of helicopters, but sometimes they do use drones. Yes, and a lot of people are actually moving towards drones because it can travel long distances and very high up. Like the police is actually getting into finding people who are like running away. They use drones because they have a infrared feature on drones to spot, heat signatures and everything. So with us using drones, it really helps stay with the trend because drones are only going to go up from here. This is like the base point of drones. So if you're on drones now, later on, probably I'm giving it 2 years in the future, it's going to be very, very saturated, and a lot of people are going to try to get on. So us being on it early on and learning all the schematics, learning everything we can learn and continue learning is going to help tremendously on down the line. So we do a lot of trying out different lenses when we're going to go take shoots, figuring out what's the best angles to get, how to draw a lot of more people attention when we're getting drones. So it's very fun to be able to build a website, get some aerial footage, put it on the website, put it in the social media, having a whole bunch of interactions. It's amazing. It's amazing.
And I know it is because even Amazon use drones. And
yes,
I think now they can deliver your stuff through a drone. So we know they are keeping up with the time. They are still relevant. It's like, okay, we're knowing what's going on. Just like, let me ask you this. Do you think in a couple of years we're gonna be seeing flying cars? You think that's gonna happen?
Actually, there's a project going on about how to make it's a prototype, but it is a drone-like car. So it operates like a drone, but it's a car. And it has, if I'm not mistaken, 16 arms with blades on each one, and it flies up and everything. So it in the near future, I do believe that flying cars will definitely be a big effect. I just wonder how it's gonna interfere with airplanes and helicopters, because that's gonna be a big thing.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot more air traffic.
Yeah, you're right. Because we know back to the remember the movie Back to the Future. They're probably before your time. How old are you again?
I'm only 19, so yeah, I haven't watched.
Well, Back to the Future. Go look up Back to the Future. Marty McFly. And Doc and stuff like that. They had the flying car. It was a flying car. It went back to the future, but it flew and stuff like that. And then they kind of implement the little board and stuff that flies. But they got the board now, but it doesn't fly. But the one in the movie, it does fly. But the car did fly in the movie.
Okay.
And people figure, okay, eventually in the near future, because we're surprised we ain't seen it yet, and it's 2024. But like you said, when that does come transpire, how that's going to affect the airports and everything else? Because like, okay, why I need to use the airport? Why I need to use the airplane where I could just fly myself in my car to my destination?
Right. And another thing is, when we get a lot of more flying cars, there's going to be a lot more different licenses that's going to be in place. Because for a drone to like do commercial work, you need a drone license.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir. Because the drone can actually fly up and interfere with helicopters and airplanes, because it can fly up that high and interfere with airspace communications. So you actually need a drone license to know how high you can go up, where can you fly, where can't you fly, where's the restricted areas, how to read a sectional chart map, and everything like that. So it's a lot that goes into it. Now, if you're doing it for a hobby, just for fun, you're not doing any recreational purposes with it, then you don't have to worry about getting a drone license. But if you're aiming to bring a business out of it, then yes, sir, you're definitely gonna need a drone license.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, we're gonna after that, Anthony. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. We thank everybody for tuning in, and those eventually tuning in more. We thank you for tuning in. We're about to go take a quick break, and after this break, we're gonna jump right back into our conversation this morning.
Yes, sir.
Let you find darkness through that door you ran endlessly. Refusing to look back at me. You made yourself my enemy, but I am a girl of prayer. Return it for my love and care. You didn't wanna burn on me. You are the one that lied on me. Turn the whole world against me. With hateful words that surround me. With no reason for against me. You did a 35 on me. You did a 55 on me. You hated the light in me. So I've been peeping how you looking lately. These days you've been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reactions that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. But hey, what can I say? We ain't the same. Like, do I even know your name? So I've been peeping how you looking lately. These days you've been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reaction that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. What can I say? We ain't the same. Like, do I even know your name? You come at me, you come and eat. Covered from my head to my feet. You got to mine, God can't compete. Thought you were strong, but now you weak. Round after round, after round, after round. You come and feed, you come and eat. Knocking it down, down to your knees. Cause my love don't play up on me. Messing with me, deal with the beat. Round after round, after round, after round. I've been peeping how you looking lately. These days you've been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reactions that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. But hey, what can I say? We ain't the same. Like, do I even know your name? So I've been peeping how you're looking lately. These days you've been looking like a lot of bit of crazy. Doing what you can to get reaction that don't faze me. Fan behavior on 1,000, you're the one that's phased. We ain't the same. That do I even know your name?
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on the Walking This Ways Impact Wars podcast. It's our Saturday morning edition. We thank everybody for tuning in and watching as well. Big shout out to Anthony. Thank you, sir, for coming onto the platform this morning. Take time out of your productive schedule. So let me ask you, how long have you been in business? Have you always wanted to be an entrepreneur? And how did this all transpire? I know you're 19 years old. So how did this all come together for you right where you at today?
So this actually started last year of May. I always loved computers and everything. I'm aspiring to be a software engineer for NASA. So doing websites, doing logos was always something that interested me because I always wanted to know how to build a website, where to go to build a website, and actually build something that's very futuristic and modern, you know? And I just dived deep into that, started getting a lot more traction. and I've been doing this for roughly 7 months now. Yes, sir.
Okay, awesome work. And like outside of work, I know you mentioned the things you like to do outside work. So how do you maximize that leisure time? Get the creativity going. So what things you like to do? You mentioned it, but let the audience know what things you like to do outside your business as well.
Also, like my hobbies and stuff like
Yes,
that.
sir.
Oh, okay. So, well, what I like to do, I love playing the piano and cello. That's one thing that helps, and I love playing tennis. So I played tennis all throughout high school, and I just kept it up, kept playing tennis. And like for free time when it's not for work, I like going out and flying my drone or shooting footage and everything, or shooting some like cool videos. So that's what I do to just stay active and stay creative. And yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
And as I said, that's what's up right there. Also, so do it. You know, your main focus is helping everybody have a major impact. Because
Mhm.
once again, I know we're in the world of social media. We know everything is online now. Even though we still have physical stores like the malls and Birds Ends and places like that, but we know that people do a lot of online shopping, and we know that things are available now. Even though
Mhm.
I seen some the other day, somebody you can have Fabuloso sent to your house by DoorDash, just ordering from your phone. So we know that these are really changing before our times and evolving. So we know we're in a world now that everything technology is
Right,
right at the palm of hand. Where now I mean, you can go out now, but it seems like now you got to go out if you don't want to. You can
right,
have everything delivered to you right by our electronic devices. Now we can go on websites and place orders at restaurants and have it shipped. So people are they're always keeping relevant because they know that's what everybody doing now. Okay, they doing it, we can do it too.
mhm.
So that's what's up on that also. So let me ask you this: so is the drone is that your favorite thing to use? Is the drone? Because we know that it's very popular. So that's like your favorite toy to use.
Yeah, I really like it. It's very different. So I love how high it can get. What can it capture? Because a lot of us, we never seen stuff from that high. We only see from this level, or if we go up 2, 3 stories, we see up from those stories. But from a drone, you see more than what your eyes can see. You see the entire area. And then when you're getting good footage or like you're wrapping around somebody, it's camera work that typically we wouldn't be able to do, but now we can manipulate a machine to do it for us, and it just works so well. So yes, sir, I love it. I love it. One day I'm going to get into a group launching where it's a multiple of different drones flying up at the same time.
All right, let me ask you. I see the drone, but I never operated one. How do y'all operate the drone? Is it? I know it's a remote control handheld device that y'all use, and how do you operate it? I'm just very curious. How do you operate like that?
Okay, so with the drone that I have, it's a DJI Mini 3 with a RC controller. So the RC controller means that it's just a remote controller that you have to connect your phone to. So I would take my phone, connect it to the controller, and then download the app. It's an app specifically for the drone. So once I download the app will recognize what type of drone I have, and once I'm in the app, I'll be able to enter the camera of the drone. And then on the left side is how you spin and rotate and go high or low. And on the right side is how you move left, right, forward, and back. And then you have one on the left side is like a little wheel, and that operates how the camera on the drone goes up and down. And then on the right side, there's a video button, and you'll click that button and it'll start recording or take a picture depending on what mode you're in. And then the drone, it also has some preset features. So if you like, even if you didn't know how to fly, it has like preset things so where you can click it, highlight an area, and start doing like a circle of object or a good close and then zoom straight out. It has a lot of features for people who don't know how to use a drone to still get great footage.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I say, I mean, like I said, keep it relevant, keep them over the time. And I know you mentioned you be a website. I'm gonna let you know. I try to do it. It's time consuming, and it's just something I can't get into. But you get into it. On average, how do you have the patience for that from building the website? Because I know everybody does not have the patience. I know it takes patience building a website from scratch. How do you maintain that patience and that focus of building? I know it does not. You can't rush to do it. You have to take your time. So how do you maintain all that focus, patience when it comes to building the best website?
So it took a lot of trial and error, but the main thing that helps me is time blocking. So throughout the day, I have a planner, and like every morning after I get up and pray and do my morning devotion, I go ahead and plan out my day. So at 8 to 9, that's breakfast, and so on and so forth. So I have a specific hours that I work strictly on websites. And in those hours, I'm just laser focused in because I know it's limited.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to be like, oh man, I can't get this, and be stuck on that one area because I know it's limited. So
Right.
keeping time blocks is definitely going to help be productive in that area because you know that you only have this specific time to get this done, and then you have to move on to the next thing because you can't get caught up in one thing because the whole day is going to slip away from you. You have to be able to schedule out your time appropriately to make sure that you're getting everything done and everything you need to be done. So then that's how I'm able to focus in because I said, okay, I only have 2 hours to work on this website for this person. So let me go ahead and get this done. Let me go ahead and be the most focused I can be for these 2 hours and get this website up, running, nice and beautiful. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. And how do you keep your self refreshed? I know it could be a moment where we feel totally burned out. We just
Mhm.
wanna just throw in the towel. How do you keep yourself refreshed on that? Because I know it could be a torment. When I've been there too, where you feel like, oh man, I don't feel like doing this today. Like when it comes to the show, I don't feel like doing the show. I don't feel like putting the content together. I don't feel like putting the flyer together. I don't feel like being promoted. But I have to do it, and I want to do it.
Mhm.
Getting out of emotions. 'Cause we know emotion can be involved. It's like,
Right.
okay, I don't feel like doing the day, and the ego start talking, where the ego come in. Oh, we can do it tomorrow. Oh, you can do it later. Oh, you got plenty of time. Just get to it later. And that's how the ego is. And
Mhm.
before we know it, we'll slip off into that ego, and we miss, and then we end up defeating ourselves. So how do you keep yourself pressing forward and not allowing our emotions to take control?
So one thing, this is actually quite funny. My dad on the way to the 3-in-1 event, he was
Uh-huh.
talking to me. He was talking to me about how to stay focused, and he mentioned if there was, say, Bill Gates had a check for you for $100 million, right?
Mhm.
And he said you have 2 days to get to New York. You got 2 days to get to New York, and all you had in your bank account was $50. Are you gonna find a way to get to New York, like through getting through asking people, through begging, through anything, because you know you have a check for you for $100 million? So, like, the
Mhm.
moral of that is being more focused on the goal instead of the things that's in your way. Like my focus, I am focused on getting this super big, getting this nationwide. So these little goals right here is what I need to get to that goal. So I need to be focused. So I'm just more focused on the goal. I'm focused on where I'm going instead of what's in my way. So that's how I'm able to move through my feelings because I'm like, yeah, I don't feel like it, but I have to get there.
Mhm.
So, yes, sir.
Yeah, because we know it will take a road. And also, big shout out to James Byrne, the comment section. Great man out of the Fort Worth area. He said, good morning, gentlemen. Big shout out to also big shout out to Coliseum, upscale but not but upscale but acceptable. That's on the YouTube side. I don't want to forget the ones who tuning in and commenting as well. Feel free to share your comments. Hashtag ambitious with Anthony. That's the name of the show. So if you are still watching, put hashtag ambitious with Anthony and let us know where you're watching this from. We want to give you a big shout out on the show. And just to say thank you. That's another thing too. Never forget the people that support us, because they are the backbone, of course, to help us keep going, because they enjoy the things that we do. We never want to forget those who support us, and I always make it my best, because them the ones that keep coming back. Not only that, they will help you out as well, because they will always share your information, share what you got going on with other people. So it's always good to have that great clientele going on. Charles Taylor Jr. said, Anthony is awesome. That's on the YouTube side. So people are coming in this morning. Thank you, Mr. Taylor, for watching, sir. It's not in vain. So thank you for tuning in this morning. You mentioned the goal, and it really goes back if you went into the middle of the ocean and you started to sink, you started to drown, that some in you kick-started. You may not know how to swim, but we know that the ultimate goal is not to drown, to survive. So that instant kick in where you may tell yourself, hey, I don't know how to swim, but to keep from drowning, I had to give my all. And you just focus on surviving. And that made sense on what you were saying. Focus on the goal, because that's what the end result is, reaching that goal and not being distracted with what goes on around us. And easy to get distracted in this world that we in today. The distracted world we in today. So it's easy to get distracted, but maintaining that focus. So we know a lot of people get discouraged when it comes to their bank account. They look at their bank account and they be discouraged a lot. But we know that if you focus on that, a lot of thoughts and a lot of things start coming in where it puts you in the position of fear. Right. You don't want to stay in fear. You want to get out of fear and you want to get off into faith.
Yes, sir.
And to give you your all. And that's what it is. Also, what James said as well. He said your supporters relate to the difficulties during the process. And that's what he said. He said, your supporters relate to the difficulties during the process. Thank you, James, for coming in as well. Like I said, let me ask you this, Amp. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going on a day-to-day regular basis?
The main thing that keeps me motivated is my family. They're a very big impact, and I want to do great for them, And another thing that keeps me motivated is what I want to do in the future, because I want to build a Big Brother program where I'm going out and helping little kids and being a big brother they never had, So I'm teaching them how to stay up with technology. I'm teaching them the difference about keeping a good financial health, keeping them good mental health, keeping a good physical health, and being a big brother to them. So I want to start that organization up, and doing this helps me stay motivated, because I'm learning for them. I'm learning, I'm getting money, I'm doing all this hard work so that I can help them ultimately in the future.
Yeah, that's what's up right there. I also got a number coming. Neil Taylor said, yes, sir, wonderful young man. That's on the YouTube side. So you get much love this morning, sir, and that's what it's all about. You mentioned you're 19 years old. I look at it that you being ahead of the game. You knowing what you want. We in a generation now where individual, it really don't matter what age, being tossed to and fro. Don't know where to go, don't know where to start, but just going along with emotions. And you mentioned your family. And so you mentioned your family. So your family plays a role in you being disciplined right at 19 years old, where you 19, what a lot of 19, what your 19-year-olds doing. They want to go hang out with friends. They want to go party. They want to do this and do that. but you maintain staying focused. That's very special. And I applaud you, young man, for that, because it takes a unique individual yourself to have that mindset at 19 where you feel like, I'm 19, I got my whole life ahead of me, I'm just going to do this and do that. But you want to be ahead of the game, correct? You want to be ahead above everyone else. So it's like by the time I hit 30, I could be already established, right? That makes sense what I'm saying? Because especially at young men, especially for young men that's 19 and their 20s, that's a time where they should be more focused on being more established, knowing themselves, getting to know themselves, learning more about themselves before they get off into the areas of getting into relationships with a woman. But take that time out to learn self, get self-established, and then let nature take this course. Instead of just, okay, I got to get me someone, but then realizing, okay, what I'm here for.
Right.
So I applaud you, young man, for the mindset that you have. Now, man, that's motivating to me, young man. That helps us step our game up. Because I'm 41, I'll be 42 this year. But to see young men as yourself who take it to the next level. Not only that, you're representing your dad's last name. And the responsibility is on us to take our last name to the next level. Especially, I'm a junior. So it's that's on me. You know what I'm saying? I realized growing up when my dad had that pressure on me. First of all, I'm named after him. And I didn't understand that. It's like I got older and I understand why my dad had that pressure on me. You feel like it's to make you great.
Right. Yes, sir.
It's to make you a better man. And out of that, when you have your own family, you can set that foundation. You lay the blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
For your family. When you get down that road, right now, you're not thinking about that right now because you're still young down the road because you're still 19. But just keep doing what you're doing, young man. Keep staying focused. Keep rooting and grounded. Keep grounding as well also. So we are in year 24, of course. So what are your plans for the rest of the time? I know you got school as well. Big shout out to you, a college student as well. So college student, businessman, entrepreneur, how do you balance all that at your age?
The main thing is that going back to that time blocking. So waking up and scheduling out your day, because a number one thing that I realized is the only way that you don't reach your goal is that you don't know how to plan to get to your goal. So if you're not planning, if you're not setting out each day about what needs to get done, then you're ultimately not going to reach your goal. Then that's when the doubt's going to come in, because you haven't been doing stuff for a couple of days and you want to do something, but now, oh, well, I haven't did this for this day, so now I don't feel worthy. I don't feel good enough. But if you go ahead, even when you don't feel like planning it out, you go ahead and plan it out. You go ahead and I need to go ahead and get all of this done. So sectioning out time for school, sectioning out time for working on the business, sectioning out time to outreach, that is really what keeps you focused. Because if you don't plan it out, then it's going to be very, very difficult for you to get things done, because you can't rely on your mind. That's what my dad drilled into me. You can't rely on your mind. You need to go ahead and write it down. So,
I gotta give a big shout out to your father, man. Matter of fact, man, give a big shout out to the fathers who are still present in their children's lives, man. Big shout out to the fathers. Also, man, big shout out to the stepfathers. I don't want to forget y'all who are stepping in to be fathers to young children as well, who took in that role. So big shout out to the fathers and big shout out to the stepfathers as well. But big shout out to your dad, man, for him installing that in you, and he's seeing the results of it at the age of 19. Hey, we're gonna do another music break, and after that, we're gonna jump right back into our Q&A conversation.
Johnny Domino, set that up. Every time I do something, I got to keep it real with myself. I got to put everything in a man up above. And one day, God told me.
All right.
You gotta stay prayed up, man. You gotta stay prayed up.
I know life gets heavy sometimes, make it hard to breathe. But stay prayed up.
Talk to him, Adrian.
The trouble don't last always.
You know,
Death ain't easy to accept, but do this for me. Stay prayed up.
what you always tell him?
And I see you on the other side.
I see you on the other side.
We all got a place and a time.
We got that time
and that's
coming.
the bottom line. Stay prayed up.
You gotta stay prayed up, though.
The short as we live, we must die. When it's my time to go, I want you to know.
Hey, China, let them know how you rejoice on this verse.
They say rejoice when they die and cry when they born, and through the rain and the storms you gotta keep pressing on, cause you never know when your season gon' change. But you better know that your season gon' change and your time gon' come, and life can be a beer, and every single day that beat get realer. Yo, but life is for the living, yeah. So live while you living. And what is prayer? You telling God what you feeling, or you sitting quiet meditating so you can hear him? And he'll tell you how to make it and show you how to battle, cause it's a war in the matrix. And you might get some scars on your face, but the race ain't given to the swift, you gotta pace it. Cause life is a journey, and I'ma keep praying till they put me on a gurney.
I know life gets heavy sometimes, make it hard to breathe. But stay prayed up.
You gotta stay prayed up.
The trouble don't last always. Death ain't easy to accept, but do this for me. Stay prayed up.
You know I'ma see you on that other
And
side,
I see you on the other side. We all got a place and a time, and that's the bottom line. Stay prayed up.
Our time coming.
The short as we live, we must die.
I want you to know.
When it's my time to go, I want you to know.
Hey, D1,
D1.
give me that real life experience.
D1. It feel like I'm cursed, but I know that I'm blessed. I smile on the ground, but I know that I'm stressed. My partner got murked, we just laid him to rest. Now I'm at the gun store buying bulletproof vests. I just left out of church, paranoid in the service. I'm looking at me mugged up, got me nervous. Saw him stand up, thought that he was finna blast me. Ren gave his life to the Lord, walked right past me. Hold up, ain't prayed in a while. Hold up, remember back as a child, wanted to be like Mike. My grandma bought me Wheaties. Couldn't have sugar cause she had diabetes. But those was the days when it all felt easy. Now I get depressed when I turn on the TV. I need me a blessing, so pray for me. Trying to get my soul right cause judgment day coming.
I know
For
life
real.
gets heavy sometimes, make it hard to breathe. But stay prayed up, yeah. The trouble don't last always. Death ain't easy to accept, but do this for me. Stay prayed up, yeah. And I see you on the other side. We all got a place and a time, and that's the bottom line. Stay prayed up. The short as we live, we must
You know, I gotta send
die.
this dedication out
When
to my
it's my
dog,
time to go,
my brother, Mr.
I want
Magic,
you to
and
know.
my sis
Yeah.
Chastity. You know I stay prayed up.
Yeah.
And to everybody that's not here no more, one love. Shout out to my dog, here's Willie Key, Mr. Rolling on the guitar.
Hey, what's up, everybody? We're back here on Walking This Way's Impact Boys podcast. I'm your host, Furman Jackson Jr. You are listening to the Walking This Way's Impact Boys podcast, based here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Also, big shout out to my guest, entrepreneur, college student, Anthony, of course. The name of the show is called Ambition with Anthony. Young man that I met the first part of January, the 3-in-1 event. Big shout out to Ms. Anderson and her team, her staff, for putting together a great event to help the young individual that's Anthony take their lives and their business to the next level. And also give a big shout out to Miss Newsom in the comments section. Just their beautiful messages as well. And also those on the YouTube side, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It don't cost you anything. Hit that like, hit the notification button, help me get the numbers up. I'm at 634 now, so help me get those numbers up. I thank everybody for the support. My thing is, those who keep tuning in, is to make sure I'm bringing forth a great show. Make sure we bring forth a great positive message on the show, and that you can go back and listen to what was said and share it also. And while you was talking, Anthony, I remember thinking about the scripture, and I'm pulling it up on my phone, and maybe came to mind where it talks about in, let me see, pull that up right quick. Psalms 90 and 12. It said that, so to teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Teaching us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom. So teach us to number our, teach that we may present your heart of wisdom. And let me think about what you were saying, planning your day. And and there's nothing wrong with planning our day. The Bible tells us, so teach us to number our days that we may get a heart of wisdom. So it is important to number our days as we go by. Just don't just go through the motion, but number our days, because we have this more time where we don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't know. But it's numbering our days, numbering what we got planned today. It's like you already rehearse, okay, I know I have the show to do this morning. I know after the show I have this to do, I have that to do. But it feels always a great thing, Anthony, when you know that you accomplished the little simple things you set out to do today. I'm proud of myself. And what I write down too, I write down what I want to do for the day. I write down, like, I work at night. So I work from 10 p.m. and I get off at 6:30 a.m. But I plan how I'm going to do when I get off work. Okay, I want to go to the gym at a certain time. I want to, eat this. So I'm with you on that. And that's something I'm training myself to do right now, is schedule my days, planning out how I want to do my day. Okay, now I know when I get off in the morning, I know I set my schedule. I work out through the weekday. So I know when I get off Monday morning, I know I put in my time in my plan. Okay, it was time. When I go to the gym, I just want to go to the gym. I always put in place what I want to do when I'm in the gym.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to do anything in vain. And matter of fact, I don't want to defeat myself. So I'm with you on that when would you just planning out your day, writing down what you want to do instead of having mental notes is good. But I'm like, I have to write down stuff too, because I have to remind myself, okay, this is what you want to do, firm. This is how you have to do it. So in the process, it's always discipline. And you're training yourself. We have to train ourselves. The first thing a king has to do is master himself. So as a king, you have to master yourself. As a king myself, I have to master myself first. And as always, bringing the body under subjection. And it's come with this mindset. Because the body only going to follow the mind goes.
Right. Yes, sir.
So I'm with you on that on 1,000%. So you got college, and stuff. So what experience do you want to have for college? I know it's not just about the experience. I know you getting your education, gaining information and knowledge, but how do you want to master your years in college?
Well, the main thing I want to focus in on is helping the students, because I noticed that a lot of the college students are lost. They don't know what, and they don't even know how to feel. A lot of them have suppressed a whole bunch of emotions, and they're going through the motions of what they think will make them feel better. So the key thing that I want to do is actually help them, help clear their mind, help slow them down, help actually feel how their heart is feeling and how to actually move through that. And I was at a Bible study group last night that was very impactful, and I think that this Bible study, with enough outreach and talking to a lot of different students and just trying to help a whole bunch of students, is definitely going to have the impact that I'm looking for.
Yeah, we know that individuals have questions. Individuals gonna question a lot of things, and that's good. And it's okay, because people have answers. I mean, people have questions. Why does this exist? Why does not exist? Why I'm feeling this way? Why did this happen to me? Individuals have questions. I know you in college, so you're gonna come across different young people from different walks of life. You may come with a Muslim background, a Buddhist background, an atheist background, different backgrounds, New Age stuff. So you're going to come across people from different walks of life.
Yes, sir.
And the thing is not being closed-minded. We don't want to be closed-minded. We want to be open-minded. And to understand what an individual is coming from, that makes sense. Yes. A lot of times we want to beat down people, but to get an understanding That's what mercy come in. And when the Bible tells us be merciful, it's our Father's merciful. When Jesus said that. So that's when the mercy come in. That's when the patience come in. That's when the compassion come in of understanding people from every different walks of life. Because everybody's not the same. We're not the same.
Right.
They're not the same. Because if they do my thumbprint right now, only one's gonna come up is Furman. If they do your thumbprint right now, all gonna come up is Anthony. That's it. But you mentioned helping college students. We know that they want to find themselves. And we know that's an ongoing journey to learn yourself. Because we constantly evolve. We constantly evolving. And not going to where the money at. You know, a lot of individuals, they may listen to, well, I'm only doing this type of field because my family did this, or people told me to do this, but it deep down inside, and they're not happy.
Right.
They're miserable. They start getting resentment, and they're afraid to speak up because I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. That's what big shout out to Constant Hayes I had on the show Wednesday, and she was talking about that. You know, everything starts with self first. And we only do things because other people told us to do it. Well, I only went into this field because they told me go where the money at. But at the end of the day, does that make you happy?
Right. Yes, sir.
Because what the prophet says, what profits man to gain the whole world and yet lose his soul?
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And another thing is a lot of people don't understand that you have to sleep with the decisions you made. So if you're doing it just for the money, you're going to have to sleep with the misery of doing that job. Not them, not anybody else who suggested it to you. You're going to have to sleep with that. So you would rather sleep with something that actually makes you feel like happy. Actually, it doesn't look like a job. It feels like something that you actually enjoy. So find the things that you actually enjoy, because that's what, at the end of the day, that's the decision that you're going to have to make. So that's one thing that I really want to bring to a lot of kids at the school, at the college, is definitely building habits to actually appreciate yourself and chase the things that God has put in your heart to do.
Right. And it's all, at the end of the day, it's all about finding yourself, come to the knowledge of yourself. I'm very big on that. Learning self, coming to the knowledge of self. Learning you, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to see yourself through God's eyes, how God already envisioned you since the beginning. Not how the jack the world vision us, but how you vision yourself, how God see you. And then it's the mindset, changing the mind, changing the way you think, renewing the mind, affirmations. You know, I am great. I am inspired. I am motivated. I am king. You know, and we say these things of our lives because we believe this thing, and we get this stuff in our subconscious mind. Because the more we say it, the more we repeat it. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing is the word of God. So the more we hear these words of affirmation, the more we hear these words of faith, we're building it up more and more each and every moment. And it's not a one-time thing. But I love the process of growth. I love the process of learning. I love the process of dying daily. And because this flesh is not us. We spiritual beings wrapped in the flesh, but tapping into who we truly are, and knowing that with God, all things are possible. Yes, and take the limitations off ourselves. You know, we judge ourselves all the time. Oh, I'm not smart enough. Oh, I'm too big. I'm too fat. I'm too ugly. Or they may not accept me. They may not like me. But be who you are. Love who you are. Everything starts with self first. The scripture tells us to love your neighbor as you love yourself.
Right. Yes, sir.
We love the neighbor, but we forget to love ourselves. Love yourself. Endure yourself. Apply yourself. Celebrate yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
And knowing that whatever you did today, whether you made up your bed for the first time in a month, be proud of that. It's a little simple thing. Or you got up and you clean your house up today. We know on Saturdays people have to clean up. You got up and clean the house up. You got up and got everything organized. You got up and you do things the way that you need no more. But be proud of those things that you're doing. You're proud. Okay, you got out today. Okay, today I'm getting out. I'm going to network today. Okay, you be proud of yourself. You network today. Or I'm going to, it's something that I really want to buy and I saved the money to get it. And be proud of yourself. You saved the money to get what you wanted. So
Right.
celebrate those small things. Celebrate the small victories. The Bible tells us be faithful with few things, and He make you rule over many. I know everybody very pressed for time, and I don't want to hold you up. So, young man, how can people follow you, and how can they support your work?
So I have an Instagram that you can follow me on at Nero Nest AI. That's our business name. And I have a TikTok channel called Nero Nest AI as well. So you can follow me on those 2 channels and just support my work and everything. And then you can go to my website that's up. It's called neuronestai.net.
And that's what's up right there. So, hey, we thank everybody for tuning in. Big shout out to James, Neil Taylor, Playful Competitions today. They know you. That's on the YouTube side by Playful Competition. They say they know you. Miss Newsom, beautiful man. Big shout out to Miss Newsom. Big shout out to the Smith as well, out of my hometown of Mobile, Alabama. Big shout out to her. Also a young woman as well. Say good morning. We thank everybody once again for tuning in. Mr. Taylor, thank you for tuning in as well. Collages Coliseum, thank you as well for tuning in this morning. But we better get you off the show. I'll be back here Tuesday night at 7 p.m. prime time, back again. So Anthony, you have any words of advice, any sign of wisdom that you want to leave here with the listening audience as we ready to depart and go about our day?
The last thing I want to just say is make sure that you schedule out your day. That is going to be the biggest impact and the biggest habit that you want to pick up early on. So no matter how old or how young you are, go ahead and just start planning out your day. It's going to help tremendously. You can start with check boxes or time slots. It doesn't matter. Just go ahead and just start planning out your day and celebrate those little, everything that you get accomplished, just celebrate it. And that's going to build your confidence, and you're going to be able to move with a lot more confidence and a lot more integrity.
Hey, that's it right there. So don't wait till tomorrow. Start right today. Start where you at today. Man, y'all have a great Saturday. Of course, it's the Sabbath day. Enjoy the Sabbath. Enjoy your Saturday. And most importantly, man, y'all stay prayed up, stay focused, and have a great Saturday. And I will be back here with you Tuesday night here on Walking This Way Impact Voice Podcast. Peace, everybody.
Now I cling to the Lord while I cling to my soul with a space, so give me more. You want my time, I give you more. You want my life, Lord, and show us. So fill me with your presence, it's your spirit I adore. No matter what I go through, no matter where I've been, I know you're by my side, the beginning and the end. You're my overseer, and you see me through my sins. So I'm glad to lift you up, and Lord, I praise you with my pen. Salvation is my banner, I'ma hold myself on standard. You always pull me out, and Lord, you never let me abandon. I walk the road so high and see the change just begun. Just keep your eyes on God and see the change just come.